After a 7-week trial and 10 days of deliberations, a jury has found Christchurch man John Hope Muchirahondo guilty of 17 sex charges relating to 9 different women. He was convicted of raping 8 women. The Crown has indicated it will seek an indefinite prison term of preventive detention when he's sentenced. Jake Kenny has been covering the trial.
John Hope Muchirahondo is now a convicted serial rapist. He often preyed on drunk women while out socialising.
This offending is despicable. It's calculated, it's planned.
During a 7-week trial, the jury heard from 15 complainants. There were 31 charges, many of which were rape and sexual assault over a 12-year period. A pattern of his behaviour quickly emerged from the victims who had similar stories, many of whom he had sex with often when they were in no position to consent, sometimes raped as they slept. It was an enormous investigation by the police team in Christchurch.
We don't see the level and extent of this offending in New Zealand very often.
Muchirahondo's legal team asked the jury to consider the cultural differences between Zimbabwe and New Zealand and said that in Africa, women often played hard to get.
On charge 12, do you find the defendant, John Hope Muchirahondo, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
The jury found Muchirahondo guilty of 18 charges, not guilty of 8, and they couldn't decide on a further 5. They spent more than 40 hours deliberating, which is the longest a jury has taken in New Zealand in recent memory. Detective Inspector Reeves says she's pleased about the verdicts for the brave complainants.
Each of these women have been incredibly brave to come forward to police in the first instance and tell us their story, to trust us with their account of what's happened, and then to stand up in front of the defendant and tell their story.
The full extent of Muchirahondo's crimes may never fully be known.
Our message would be for any woman who wants to talk to us about a sexual assault, please come forward.
The jury's deliberations took a long 10 days, but for the victims and police, this has been a much longer road.
This has been a really significant investigation for the Operation Hope team. This would be a once-in-a-career investigation because of the size of it, the significant offending and the period of time that it's gone over.
Resulting in the serial rapist facing justice.